All right, how's everybody doing today? I hope that things have gotten better. I just want to touch on a few subjects with you. I'm going to actually start by sharing my day. I actually encountered a couple today, and I do know them for some time, but they're very productive. They're basically working together as a team and accomplishing some really good stuff. I'm not going to get into detail on what they're doing, but it just shows the power of unity. When you're playing on the same team and you play together well, good things happen. And I had the pleasure to spend time with these people today and see um, their vision, their accomplishment, the work they have done. I mean, and they're doing really well for themselves. They're traveling, uh, they own property, and it's really beautiful to see somebody that's doing well for themselves. So there's a lot of examples in what I saw today, right? First, like I told you, unity, how people, you know, come together and make things happen, right? So think of it this way, like religion always says that whenever there's a group of people together, the divinity or God is present, right? So that just goes to tell you that if you have somebody to work with and you put in the work, it pays off. It really pays off. Um, I'm gonna get into talking about my stuff and my flow to freedom. Um, how I'm really happy to be out of the rat race. How I uplifted myself from New York City and moved to Connecticut, and the changes, and that's not easy stuff to do, right? Um, Especially when you're doing it by yourself. But I have always learned, and this comes from years of experience with yoga and the teachings of yoga, and also life experience, right? That if you put your mind to it, um, and you say, I want to do it, and you just take the risk and do it, it works out. You don't have to be afraid because fear keeps you stuck, right? They say that on the other side of fear is life. So I want to go back to something that manifestation, right? That I saw. Like I spoke with the guy and he was telling me how he had envisioned this place, how he used to pass by it and see his vision. And it's coming to fruition. It's actually happening. It's like the manifestation has happened, and it's such a good experience. And the energy that I experienced being there um, was good. And I'm saying this to say to you that you can change. You can do some really amazing, fucking amazing things if you put your energy into it, because that's all it is energy, right? If you say I'm gonna do this, do it. Don't half step, don't put it off, don't procrastinate. Just like put your energy into it and make it happen. Whatever it is. Even small things, like if you don't get out too much, if you don't exercise too much, go for a 10-minute walk, Just start, do something. Take the first steps. And I'm gonna tell you how um, it's such a wonderful experience to be free from the chaos, from the madness. I was telling the guy today, I can't see myself going back to work in an office. And with the office politics and someone telling me to punch in and punch out and what to do, that whole like you're institutionalized, right? Which is funny because I just saw a clip from from a movie where the guy was telling some other guy named Wally how people in New York City have built their own prison, and the psychological effect is that they don't even realize that they're playing the prison guards and the prisoners, and that they built this prison, and that they don't even realize that they're in this prison. But they don't want to leave because they're so psychologically stuck in this prison. And that for me, and it was basically saying that a lot of people talk about leaving but don't ever leave. And for me, that kind of touched home because I was there for so many years. And yeah, I thought of leaving, but I didn't. And then finally I did it. And it feels good. It feels fucking good. I'll tell you, it feels so good. I mean, yeah, New York City is great. I'm not in any way putting it down. It's a great place, plenty of entertainment, um, vibe, energy, but there's also a draining energy there. You gotta always be on the run. You always gotta be in the rat race. You're always chasing money because everything is so expensive there. Even a freaking cup of coffee is expensive, you know? So it's like you gotta hustle, hustle, hustle and burn out. And that's the thing that I don't miss. I don't miss that at all. And of course, I take my trips down there. I go down there for entertainment reasons to visit New York and do different things and even see people. But it feels good when I leave and come back home and know that I have this quality, because this quality, that I have this peace, this quiet, this tranquility. That stuff is priceless. You can't buy that with $1 million. I mean, maybe you can, if you got $1 million, you can travel somewhere and you can have that. Yeah, you can have it. But is it permanently yours? I don't know. I think that you end up doing temporarily, like vacations and stuff like that, because you always got to get back to making the money, right? And that's the thing that keeps people trapped. Um, I'm just like happy that I'm able to meet people that are doing different things, people that are not stressed out, people that are, you can see it on their face, you can feel it in their, you can see it in their aura, you can feel it in their energy, that they're in a better place. They're not rushing, they're not angry, they're not upset, they're not frustrated. You can see it on their faces, and it's like a breath of fresh air. But I wanted to share that with you. And basically, the message is you too can change. You can change. You have to believe in yourself. You have to stop trying to imitate other people. You have to, well, imitating to some degree is okay. If you are copying the ideas, the techniques that they're doing to better themselves, then it's worth it. But I mean, by imitating is trying to dress like them, be like them, talk like them. No. Then you lose yourself. You lose your self-identity. And you don't want to do that. You want to be who you are, authentic 100%. So, if you like this content, you know what to do. Hit the like button and definitely write me in the comments. I want to hear from you. I'm going to come at you at least once a week. I'm working on creating a podcast. I'm working on some other stuff. But definitely it's going to be more about a flow to freedom, about tools, techniques, tips, on how you could better yourself and how you could change the mind, because it's a mindset. You have to start by changing the mindset. And, I have my merch, which is victornewyork.com. Go there, get something. That's how you support me and support my channel and all the work that I do. Even my hikes, where I go on hikes to show different places, to show beauty and nature, the waterfalls, whatever, rivers, lakes, ponds, whatever, oceans. Wherever I go, I bring you along and show you the stuff that's available in our world that is nice. Because the beauty is inside you and it's also outside of you. You got to look for it. So do what you do. Keep pushing forward. And yeah, hit the like button. Write me a comment and I'll catch you on the next video. Stay strong and powerful.